Hey y'all, it's me, Marty. Guess it's time to get up. I need coffee. Bed made. Well, kinda. coffee. Okay, so I hope you're all doing well. It is December 28th, 2022. It's a Wednesday morning. About 5:30. And I am back to work on the road trucking. So I thought I'd do a day in the life of a truck driver today. Just a short one. I did one once before, a couple of years ago, and I think it was like 2-3 hours long. I'm just going to do a short one this time. Because I was thinking, okay, I'm back to work. Christmas is over. After Christmas, I kind of get the after Christmas blues. Christmas is wonderful, and then when it's over, it's like, okay, now what? And yeah, you look forward to the new year, different things, and I've been home for a few months, and the sick, being laid up with my prostate surgery and everything, and now I'm back to work. And but I was like, I don't know what I want to do for videos this week, but I don't know. But then I thought, why don't I do one in the day in the life of the trucker? So here I am. So I'm just going to do a little bit today throughout the day and just show you my day. So we live in West Central Minnesota in Grove City, and yesterday I went and loaded. So I went up to Long Prairie, Minnesota. So it's about just under 2 hours from where we live. I drove up there with an empty trailer, and I got a load of mac and cheese. The whole thing's mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. That's one thing. I'm 56 years old, and it's one of my favorite meals. I still love mac and cheese. And don't put peas in my mac and cheese. Don't put hot dogs in my mac and cheese. Don't put broccoli or mushrooms or anything in my mac and cheese. My mom used to put peas in my mac and cheese. Sometimes corn. No, don't put things in my mac and cheese. I just like my mac and cheese plain. It's just certain things like that. Corn on the cob. I don't need anything else with corn on the cob. Don't make meat with it. My wife always makes like meat or other things. That's okay, but I don't need anything else with corn on the cob. Corn on the cob, I need like 5 or 6 cobs. But what I do need with it is white bread with butter on it and salt and pepper. Yeah, you put butter and the salt and pepper on the corn, and you roll in the bread. The bread gets all mushy and corny and salt and peppery, buttery. You eat the corn, and then you eat the bread all soggy and mushy. Oh yeah, I don't need anything else with my corn on the cob. But yeah, I don't need anything else with mac and cheese either. But anyway, I'm loaded with mac and cheese from Long Prairie, Minnesota. I got loaded about 2 o'clock yesterday. I was there an hour early, and I was loaded shortly after 2. And then I started rolling south. It is going to Bethel Heights, Arkansas. So just a straight shot down, really, down through southern Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, and it's actually just south of the Missouri border, maybe an hour or so. It's not too far into Arkansas. So south of Joplin, Missouri. Was it Bentonville, Arkansas? South, down in there that way, somewhere. I've never been there, I don't think. I've been close to there, but anyway. And it's for Thursday morning at 9. So it's kind of nice. I got plenty of time to get there, so no rush. And what was I gonna say? Any more coffee? But I wanted to at least get south of the cities yesterday. I don't like to get up in the morning and have to drive through the cities and traffic and everything. So, but I was driving through, quitting time traffic yesterday because it was Tuesday and people were back to work. But so it wasn't too bad. But I actually got south of the cities to the Elko, Minnesota rest area, southbound. Nice little rest area here. Matter of fact, if it wasn't so, we got like 2 feet of snow and dark, I would go for a little hike in the woods. I do got my boots. I got my headlamp, but anyway, yeah. So I'm loaded with mac and cheese from Long Prairie, Minnesota, going to Bethel Heights, Arkansas. So I had my alarm set for 6. So I basically like to get up and I like to start driving around 6 or 7. And I like to be done around 6 or 7. And it depends on how tight my run is. I don't drive around the clock like some guys do. Drive 11 hours, 10-hour break, drive 11. So then you're driving in the middle of the night and sleeping during the day, and you know, if you have to do that, I've done that in the past, many years ago, but you know, I've been trucking over 20 years, and recent years I just don't drive around the clock like that. I just can't. If I don't have to, especially. And I've been blessed the last few years. My runs usually aren't real tight. Sometimes they are, but I still don't have to drive around the clock anyway. Sometimes I might have to get up earlier or drive later. But basically, I like to start 6, 7 in the morning and be done by 6 or 7, and have the evening to unwind and just hang out. And so I actually have more than 10-hour break most days, and especially if I'm not in a hurry. I mean, so this delivers in Bethel Heights, Arkansas at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I was loaded in the afternoon after 2 yesterday, and it was like 11-hour drive. So it's really only a day, and I really have a day and a half to get there. So yeah, like I said, I drove south of the cities. I'm in Elko now. I'm only like 9.5 hours away, so I could actually get there tonight. I might get there tonight or early tomorrow morning. I got a couple hours drive tomorrow morning too, so no rush. So yeah, but basically in the wintertime, I like to drive during the daylight. Any time of year really. I used to drive in the dark a lot, but now I like to drive. I like to start right before the sun comes up, and in the wintertime, you know, quit around the time the sun goes down. Now in the summertime, it's light a lot later, of course, so I'll drive later sometimes. But you know, if I can get my 10, 11 in you know, between, you know, 6 and 6 or 7 and 7, I like to do that. That's kind of how I like to drive. And if I'm on time, and you know, I don't like to push it. You know, if there's bad weather or different things, you know, I'll push it to be there, and just rather be there early than get there just in time. But I'm almost always on time for my deliveries, and I make good time. Plus, you know, I don't speed, and you know, I drive safe. So 3 things about me when I drive, and I've always been like this. 3 things: I like to drive safe, honest, and legal. You know, even when we had paper logs, you know, I never cheated. I just didn't. Well, the one time my boss years ago, you know, forced me to cheat on my log a few hours, and then I got pulled over and I had to sit for it. It's not worth it. It's not good to do that. So it's better to be safe, honest, and legal. And that's just the way I drive. That's the way I've always done it. So it works for me. But anyway, so I was going to get up at 6. I was done driving early. I was done by 6 yesterday evening. You know, it was just getting dark, and so, you know, had a good long break. And I stayed up for a while, and I talked to my wife when she got off work, and we FaceTimed, and I read for a while, and probably didn't get to sleep really till about 10:30, but you know, I rested a lot yesterday evening, and so I got enough sleep. I woke up like 5 or a little before 5, and I couldn't get back to sleep, and I had an idea to do a video, so I decided to get up early. So I had my alarm set for 6, but I got up a little before 5. So yeah, kind of the way I start my day. I get up, you know, get dressed. I either make coffee in here if I'm out at a truck stop, or I'll go in and get a coffee. Have my coffee and devotions. Do my pre-trip. I really, you know, I love going for hikes. Can't always go for a hike. I'm not big on just walking, but with my surgery and recovery and everything, it's good to walk. It's just good for everything to heal, and it's good exercise, you know. So as much as I love hiking, and I can't always do a hike, but I can always walk. So I'm trying to walk more, and I've been doing that more at home, and I want to do that more on the road too, and try to get a few walks in a day, and just take breaks and walk around the truck, walk around truck stop or rest area, or you know, go for a hike if I have time and there's a place, but at least go for a walk. So I actually walked around the truck a few times here. There's a lot of snow here. We got like 2 feet of snow in Minnesota here now. Yeah. So did my pre-trip, and I'm gonna get ready to go here. I have plenty of time, but I was just gonna wait till it got light. But I'm gonna go because actually just south of here, I'm gonna stop about 5 minutes. The Flying J truck stop at Northfield. I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna fuel up, and I'm gonna get another coffee, and yeah, a couple other things I think, I don't know, and then get rolling south. So, you know, I'll videotape a little bit at the truck stop, and then some just going through each state. Maybe later when I stop and do my 30-minute break. If I fuel up again later today, which I probably will toward the end of the day. If I, you know, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll stop and do a hike or a walk. It's nice. It's been really cold in Minnesota. I mean, like 0 or below, and 20, 30, 40 below wind chill because it's been so cold. And yesterday was the warm-up. Now it's 20s and 30s for highs and 20s for lows or whatever. So more normal for December, so it's kind of nice, actually a little above maybe. And I looked at the weather going south into Iowa, Missouri, into Arkansas, 30s, 40s, 50s. And then, yeah, so it should be a good, you know, warming up as I go south and drying up. So it should be a good day of driving. And after I unload tomorrow morning in Arkansas, I think I'm going to Arizona. I'm not really sure. But, and then hopefully reload there and then head back home. Because my son's coming, him and his wife and his son, my grandson, they're coming to visit for about a week and a half. I'm going to miss the first few days, but then I'll be home with them. Anyway, I'm going to get rolling here, and I'll just do some little clips throughout the day. I'm not going to make this a really long video. Try to keep it under an hour anyway. We'll see. And just kind of show you my day and how the day ends too. You know, the start and the finish of a day, the way I drive truck and what I do in a normal day, typical day. But things are always different every day. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. And yeah, I'm going to keep rolling here. To plow this rest area. It's already 28 degrees this morning. We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. The temperature's rising. It's certainly surprising. Yeah, I guess we can. I don't know the words to the song, and I don't have a voice, so I probably shouldn't sing. Oh, you guys love it though. You know you love it. Well, you love it a little bit, don't you? yeah, I'm only going a few miles south and stopping fuel up. I was gonna go to the truck stop last night, but I thought, probably crowded. There was spaces at the rest area. I like staying at rest areas too, so that's what I did. To keep the windows clean this time of year. Winter, spring time when it gets cold and it warms up, and temperatures changing, and ice and snow and melting and freezing, and blah 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 blah. So I hope you're all doing well. Hope you like this little video and day in the life of a trucker. And everybody passing me. I go slower in this kind of weather. You never know when it's going to be icy. Now the Minnesota saying, I'd rather be going slower and wish I could go faster than be going faster and wishing I was going slower. Roads are pretty good right now. You never know when there's icy spots, temperatures are close to freezing. If it's dark, if it's raining, if it's icy, snowy, I always go a little slower. And speed limit 65 on 35 here. And I'm going like 63, so I'm just going barely under. Everybody else is going way over. I better get some washer fluid too. Truck stop coming up. So this is a Flying J, Northfield, Minnesota, exit 69. Actually, it hasn't always been a Flying J. It was just a, I don't know, mom and pop kind of truck stop years ago. You know, I mean, I haven't been trucking as long as some guys, but I've been trucking about 20 years, and I've seen a lot of changes. Yeah, there's a big cow on a sign here. And yeah, it used to be like a mom and pop kind of truck stop. But then Flying J bought it. It's not a real fancy Flying J. I mean, it's alright. I think they're redoing a lot of it, make it a little nicer. But it's not a real big one, it's usually crowded. That's why I stopped at the rest area last night. Yeah, this works out good to get a little earlier start than I usually do. It's starting to get light when I get done fueled up here and everything. I got a scale too. I might have some breakfast. getting back to work here. It's nice that it started to warm up just when I'm getting back to work. There's a couple trucks parked here on the shoulder. Probably last night. They probably knew that the truck stop was full. I mean, that's another reason why I like to try to be done around 6 or 7 most days, so I can get a good parking spot at a truck stop or rest area. There's not enough truck stops or rest areas in the country, not near enough. Like 2 million trucks on the road. Did the entrance here too. Used to be right here. Now it's down a little farther. Or actually, it used to be the exit, I think. I don't know. Changing things. Change is part of life, though. And actually, it's good. I know change is hard for us sometimes. Hard for me sometimes, but sometimes it's good. You know what? I'm going to scale later. Sometimes I scale and then I'll fuel, but it looks pretty crowded here, so if I scale, I'm going to have to turn around the truck stop, and there's trucks parked all over, and come back out here and go on to the fuel islands. So I know I'm fine as far as my weight, but I'll scale at the next one. Open pump. I don't gotta wait. That's nice. We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Okay. Okay. Good night. Okay. So, now it's about 7:30. I did decide to stay for a little bit at the truck stop here. Well, for two reasons. I wanted to scale my load because I hadn't scaled yet. When I loaded in Long Prairie yesterday, there wasn't a scale there. And then as I headed south, the scale at St. Cloud, well, the truck stop was really crowded and I didn't want to wait, so I just headed south. I figured I was okay. So I scaled here this morning, and the funny thing is, it's really weird how weight works on tractor trailers. So I scaled, well, I fueled up and then I scaled. I should have scaled first, but I fueled up and then I scaled and I was 80,300, which isn't, I mean, it's overweight, but not much. But the worst part was I was 40,000 on my trailer. Now, you're supposed to be 12,000 on your steers and 34,000 on your drives and 34,000 on your trailer, you know, to equal 80,000. That's the most you can be. And so I was way over on my trailer. But then I realized I had my trailer axles way up. So I just moved them back, and it's funny because I just guessed, and I prayed. It's amazing when you pray. And I said, "Oh Lord, let me get this." and I just moved them back like I think 9 notches on my trailer, and it's perfect now. It's like 11,000, 32,000, 33,000. So it's perfect. And yeah, had a little breakfast, and now it's daylight, a little bit warmer. It's actually 33 degrees. So, and again, I'm not in a big rush. I have plenty of time. So yeah, sun's up. It's cloudy, but the sun's up. It warmed up a little bit, and I'm leaving the Flying J truck stop in Northfield, Minnesota, heading south. So yeah, got up at 5. Started earlier than I planned, but kind of nice. And just took a little extra break here at the truck stop. So I am rolling south. So I'll videotape a little bit here of southern Minnesota, and then a little bit of each state, and just going through my day. So God is good. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and getting ready for a new year with new opportunities. I'm sure there'll be trials, but also blessings. It's really amazing what happens in a year. You know, you kind of forget. You know, there's people who do those Christmas letters. They're actually kind of funny sometimes. Sometimes they have all these perfect things that are happening with their family. And I know a couple of people who purposely do those letters and talk about all the bad things. And sometimes they joke and make them even worse than they are. But the reality is that we all have blessings and trials every day, and in a whole year a lot happens, and you know, yeah, lots of ups and downs, but the main thing is that God is with us in everything if we have given our life to Him and we are walking with Jesus. So yeah, so it's right around freezing, so I'm going to take it easy even though everybody else is going fast. I got lots of time. Gonna warm up as I go south and the day brightens up. So yeah, I'm excited for the new year. I don't know what it'll bring. I'm gonna keep on trucking. I'm probably just gonna retire as a truck driver. 9-10 years probably retire. I'm not gonna be a teacher or youth pastor or any of those things. Just not gonna happen, kind of late in life, and I'm just going to embrace who I am. I'm a truck driver. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a grandpa. I'm a woodworker. A YouTuber. And just do my best at what I'm doing and who I am. And this year, this new year, I really want to seek God and just, yeah, work on my relationship with Him and try not to be so busy doing lots of other things. And just be open to listen to Him and help people in whatever way I can, and every opportunity that He gives me. It's a beautiful day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Looks like we got an accident up here. Right around freezing, so I'm guessing it happened earlier this morning or last night. That's why I don't like to drive at night, or you know, too early in the morning or too late at night. The temperature's colder. I'm getting older, and I hate driving in the ice and snow anymore. Accidents happen. Hopefully everybody's okay up here. about 34 degrees, so it's just above freezing, but sometimes these accidents happen in the winter right before sunrise. It's right around freezing or below. People going too fast. It's actually 70 here on I-35 in Minnesota. I usually stick around 65. Wintertime I go slower. Okay. We got cows here. So I seen a flatbed. Wow. I seen a flatbed pulling a trailer. I'm guessing the cows fell out of that or came out of that. Looks like there was a couple of spinouts here. Huh. There's a pickup on the right in the ditch here. Rolling now. Feel bad for all the people going northbound because it's backed up there, as they're on the other side now trying to get the cows wrangled up. That's the thing too. Accidents are bad, and I pray for those people who are involved in accidents, but also the people that are in the lineup. You know, and the backups. Sometimes there's backups for miles and miles and miles. All those trucks and cars and families. All the delays and yeah. Okay. So another accident up here. Only a few miles south of where the last one was. So another slowdown here. I don't know. It's still right around freezing. It's bouncing from 30 to 34. So accidents can happen if you're taking it slow, but you're going 65, 70 on the ice. It's really bad. Wish everybody would just slow down, take it easy, think of each other so we can all get there safely. So yeah, I'm almost up to this accident. They're really only about 10 miles apart, the first one and this one. And if I would have kept going earlier, I would have most certainly would have been part of one of these. So I'm glad I took my time this morning. I feel bad for all these people. Looks like there's a couple vehicles on each side of the road, and a few ambulances went by, and fire engines and tow trucks. There's another ambulance. I'm wondering if one of them's a big truck, because one of the tow trucks was a big one. Hate winter. It's nice if you can stay home and watch the snowfall and go out and build a snowman, play in the snow, get your kids sledding. But driving in it is treacherous. Horrible, horrible accidents, and it's just barely room to get through here, but I'm almost past it. Yeah, there's a couple cars on the left. A couple on the right. Looks like a camper tipped over on the right here. Poor people. Oh Lord, please be with them all. Please let everybody slow down. I wish they could do more to keep the roads drier. Oh my goodness. There's a truck in the ditch here on the left and a car on the right. Looks like that just happened. This is just past the last accident. Ugh. Well, see you later, Minnesota. Be back about a week. And hello, Iowa. 9:30 a.m. I'm finally in Iowa. Roads are getting better, warming up. So yeah, it's kind of a slow morning getting out of Minnesota. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I got up like 5, and well, then I coffee and devotions, and then drove south 5 miles to the truck stop in Northfield, and I hung out there a while, fueled up, scaled, and really didn't leave there till 7:38, which is probably good because I missed those accidents when I finally did get going. Yeah, there was a few accidents, really icy, and yeah, on I-35 south around Faribault, Owatonna, all kinds of accidents. So praying for those people. A little warmer now. It's about 36. Roads are getting better. I'm going about 60 now finally. Still taking it easy. Hopefully this is going to get warmer and warmer, drier and drier, so I can make better time. So I don't think I'm gonna get to Arkansas tonight. I almost could still, but the after dark and it's getting colder again. So since going slower and stuff, I think I'm gonna shoot between Nevada, Missouri, and I-40, you know, so along in there. Yeah, southern, right on the southern edge of Missouri. Stop there tonight, and then I'll get up 6:30, and a couple hours I'll be there in the morning. So, but yeah, I'll record more when down the road. Well, now I'm just coming through Des Moines. Warmed up. It's like 45 degrees now. The roads are pretty dry. Less snow here. Still windy, but warmer and drier, so that's good. Trailer with some old radial arm saws on it. Not too many people use them anymore. They're pretty old and they're not real safe, kind of dangerous. I actually cut my finger off on one in 2002. But that's another story. So 35 comes down here, kind of winds west around Des Moines. And then it keeps going south. It kind of merges with I-80 here, and I-80 goes west, east. 35 keeps going south. So I think I might stop at Osceola at the rest area. Since there's less snow here and it warmed up, I might stop there and take my 30-minute break. Maybe go for a little walk, a little hike, we'll see. Have a little lunch, and then yeah, maybe a little hike. So basically, you know, for truck drivers, you can drive 70 hours in 7 days or 6 or whatever. But you can, you know, it's kind of complicated, kind of weird, but you can basically be on duty for 14 hours a day. So, you know, once you start your clock, it's, you know, let's say you go on duty 6 a.m. You got to be done by 8 p.m. Now, that's a long enough day. But within that, you could drive 11 hours. So I try to usually, you know, get my 11 hours in less than 14, you know, so it's a shorter day. And, you know, the 14 hours, that allows for, you know, pre-trip and post-trip and fueling up, loading, unloading, stopping to eat, go to the bathroom, whatever. But you can only drive 11 hours within that. But then also, you need to take a 30-minute break at 8 hours. So between I think it's between your third hour of driving and 8 hours. Somewhere in there, you got to take a half-hour break. You know, and then you can drive a couple more hours. Kind of weird, but it's a safety thing. What a lot of guys do, and what I do sometimes, is I use that 30-minute break to fuel up if I'm on a tight schedule. But I'm not going to today because I fueled up this morning, so I really don't need fuel till the end of the day, or actually probably tomorrow morning. So I usually try to actually take a break, maybe even take a nap, have some lunch or supper, or go for a walk or a hike if it works out. So I think I'm going to do that today. So yeah, Might stop at Osceola, Iowa. Okay, so it is much nicer now. It's still windy, but oh my goodness, it's 50 degrees. Roads are dry, much less snow. There was like 2 feet of snow in southern Minnesota when I left. I'm in southern Iowa now, just coming up to Osceola, and there's a couple of inches of snow here of that, which is nice. I like dry roads. I'm like driving 65, 70 now, making better time, so that's good. So yeah, much better than this morning. That was kind of hairy, but God is good and got me through it. Making better time now. I'm gonna stop in a few minutes here and take my break. I have a little something to eat. Maybe go for a walk. We'll see. I say it's almost t-shirt weather. I mean 50 degrees, I usually am still in t-shirt, but with the breeze and a little bit of snow on the ground, probably still a little cool, but that might be good for a little walk or hike. I don't know if I've stopped at this rest area before. I don't know, so I don't know if there's any trails, but I might just ramble a little bit. I'll have a little something to eat first. Okay, so yeah, it's about 1 o'clock, about halfway through the day. Wow, much nicer here. Nice to be back in better weather for driving. I mean, I miss home. I'd rather be home, but if I gotta work, if I gotta drive truck, I'd rather be where it's dry and a little bit warmer. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little bite to eat here, and yeah, it doesn't look like there's any trails or anything here, but I might just go for a ramble in the woods here. Okay, I'll take my break here. I'm having a gourmet meal here. Drink the juice out of it so I don't spill it, showing you guys. Kipper snacks. Oh, this is so good. What, you don't know what Kipper Snacks is? Kipper Snacks, it's herring. This is like lemon pepper. Really good. And just eat it cold right out of the can. So, years ago, 2002 or so, when I started trucking, is all I would eat is cold stuff. Tuna, sardines, kipper snacks, chicken, stuff out of cans, even cold chili and stuff. And then through the years, I got a microwave, refrigerator and stuff, and I can have some better food in here. Still don't eat anything real fancy, but now I eat more rice and noodles and ramen sometimes, but kind of losing the taste for ramen. I like rice though. And even the chicken I'll heat up, and I'll heat up corned beef hash and chili and soups, so I eat a little bit better. But right now I'm just eating herring because I still really like herring. Oh man, I got another thing. What's that here? Okay, yeah, Annie's mac and cheese. Since I'm hauling mac and cheese, you know, I mean, I just had to. I just had to. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. It's real cheese. Yeah, it kind of looks like mac and cheese. Good night. No, there's some different ones you can buy that are, you know, that you just add water and there's not really any milk or butter or cheese in them. This one actually has real, you know, the milk, butter, and cheese is already in there, so it's actually pretty good. I've had these ones before. Let that set up a little bit. So yeah, I thought I'd eat something here quick. I try to be pretty thrifty on the road. Sometimes I spend money, and it's just hard not to, and you gotta live out here. You gotta eat. Sometimes I'll get stuff in the truck stop, but I'll try to eat in here, try to be thrifty. I got healthy snacks, pretty much healthy, that I eat while I'm driving too. You know, I have snack bars for breakfast. I have beef sticks and, you know, nuts and stuff like that. And sometimes I'll get some veggies or fruit. But yeah. Anyway, I haven't stopped much today. The morning was really slow and treacherous. That was scary. But God got me through it. So, sorry to eat in front of you guys. Well, I'm not gonna eat behind you. Yeah, I haven't really stopped all day. I'm in southern Iowa now. I mean, yeah. I should have got twice as far as if the weather was better this morning, but it's all good. I didn't stop much just to go to the bathroom once in a while. And when I say go to the bathroom, I mean really go to the bathroom. I mean I really peed. None of that catheter bag stuff. Oh, that was a little nightmare. For 2 months I had a catheter in. Now, y'all know that story. But that's history now. I had my surgery and now I'm recovering from the surgery. I'm going to say I'm about 75-80% recovered, healed. It takes time. It takes months really for it to really heal good. But, you know, my stomach's still a little bit sore and here and there, and I'm just taking it easy. But it's okay. Good enough to get back to work. I have to get back to work. But yeah, I'm peeing pretty good. As far as that goes. I should do another update, prostate update. Probably the last one, hopefully. Well, I said that on the one, and then I swelled up and had pain again. It was an ER. So hopefully it doesn't go backwards and I continue to heal. So yeah, I'm gonna eat my mac and cheese here. And then I have time, go for a little walk, hike, we'll see. Well, it's actually pretty good. Could have cooked it a little more, but nah. I only have a half hour and I gotta get walking. That'll do. So I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're enjoying this day in the life of a trucker video. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my mac and cheese and then we'll go for a walk. Okay, let's go outside. I was gonna wear my boots, but I don't think I need them. Gosh. And I was gonna do this as a separate video, going for a little walk, hike. That's what I usually do, but I'll keep it part of my trucking day in the life of a trucking video because it's part of trucking. Whenever I get time or the chance to go for a little walk, a little hike, I do it. Because it's good to get exercise and fresh air. And yeah, a little bit of snow here, but not too much. I'm gonna ramble a little bit here. Check out the sign over here. A little bit of snow, but nothing like back home at night. The Mormon Trail, huh? Mormons of Nauvoo, Illinois, forced from their homes following the murder of their prophet Joseph Smith. Salt Lake, and yeah, it ended up in Salt Lake. That's a story. I like history though. Oh, nest fell out of a tree. Oh. I can't go too far here, but I can walk around a little bit. A little bit of exercise, fresh air. But yeah, it's important as a truck driver to get exercise because you sit all day. So get out and walk around as much as you can, even if it's just around a truck, a rest area or a truck stop. Can't just sit all day. Oh yeah. Okay, what we got here? I don't know if I've ever stopped here. I don't remember being here, but there's a little woodsy area here. Should I ramble down here a little bit? Should have my hiking stick so I don't fall. Good night. But yeah, it's important as a truck driver to try to get exercise, and a lot of guys don't. They're 400 or 500 pounds and eat junk all the time, and but you should take care of yourself. Our body is a temple that God gave us to take care of, and I haven't done that great, but try to do better. Get more walks and hikes in, and just exercise, just enjoy life and be active. We were created to be active. And I'm a truck driver for the foreseeable future anyway. See what God does. I'll do my best while I'm at it. And yeah, so try to be active whenever I can. So whenever I have downtime at all, try to get a walk or a hike in. I'm just wandering down here a little bit. I took over half my break eating, so I don't have very long for a hike. Ooh, there's a bunny. Big old bunny. Yeah. Like critters living down in here, and I'm disturbing their day. Sorry. There's like it's like a little creek down here. I'm guessing. And then it goes uphill, and then there's houses up there. So not much of a place to hike, but a little area, a little place to roam around, a little ramble. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it seriously is t-shirt weather. I might be shedding my long sleeve. Rocks here. All kinds of footprints in here. Critters running around in the night. I wish more rest areas had trails and woodsy areas. Actually, I was really pretty good about it. A lot of the rest areas actually have trails and woods. Yeah, that's a pretty tree. Looks like a big old gnarly oak. Gnarly like me. Oh. It's a beautiful day, and I thank God for the weather. Pile of brush there. There's probably something living in there. Oh, not much of a walk, but a little bit. It's nice to be in the woods. Oh, I love being in the woods. Ooh, all kinds of big hoof prints here. Some of those are human hooves. Well, mosey back over the truck. Get on down the road. Yeah, so I do my, pre-trip inspection in the morning and a post-trip at the end of the day. But I'm always looking every time I get out and go for a walk or fuel up or, just looking around the truck, make sure everything looks good. Yeah. Yeah, it's still windy. That was nice though. You get out a little bit. And now I'm in Missouri. $52 degrees and dry and hardly any snow. Much better for driving. Well, I got about 45 minutes left of my day. So I'm rolling south on I-49, south of Peculiar, Missouri, just coming up to Archie. So yeah, and it is 60 degrees. It's crazy. Yeah, it's a beautiful evening, and I'll be done just about sunset. So yeah, it's been a long day, but a good day. I think I'm gonna stay here tonight. Little tiny town here. If there's a parking spot, and I think there is. Pete's Truck Stop, and it looks like it's Rich Hill, Missouri. Yeah, I like tiny little mom and pop truck stops. Looks like a good place. Stop a little bit earlier than I was planning. Ooh, fried chicken and catfish. Ooh. Huh. don't know. I already got a salad, but that sounds good. I might have to think about that. Good night. Yeah. I was going to go a little farther to Nevada, Missouri, to the Pilot, but it's bigger and usually crowded. And I seen this little place. And actually there's a little grocery store here too. I could stock up on some stuff. It's still 58 degrees. Wow. I'm only a state and a half south of where it was cold and snowy and icy. Oh, fried chicken and catfish. Oh, those both sound really tempting, but I'm trying to eat better. And I already got a nice salad. But I'll have to think about that. I like little places like this. Well, I'm going to call this good for the day. Long day. So it's a 5:15. So yeah, I got up. What time did I get up? About 4:35. I didn't really start to drive until 7, between 7 and 8 or whatever. But I drove about 9 hours total and a little over 500 miles. That's not bad considering it was a really slow start this morning. And yeah, the rest of the day kind of made good time. There really isn't a typical day in trucking. I mean, you just never know. I know I have a few viewers that are truck drivers or were truck drivers, and you know what I mean. There's just no typical day. You never know with weather and traffic and all the ups and downs. You just never know. I mean, like when I'm going west and the traffic is not too bad and the weather's good, I mean, I can get 650, 700 miles a day. And I can do it in like 11 hours in like 12-hour day. You know, well, I just did 9 hours in a 12, 13-hour day, I don't know, whatever. And I only did 500 miles, but it's still a good day. God was with me. So, yeah. So I'm gonna do my post trip and log off, and yeah, I'm gonna have some supper, maybe watch a movie, do some reading, go for a walk. I might go get a few groceries over at the Food Fair supermarket. Oh, they got a dollar store too. Okay. Yeah. Boy, that chicken, fried chicken and catfish. That's tempting, and they're open. It looks like a dive. But I think I'm gonna pass. It does look good though. Boy, they got a flashing sign over there. We'll see. Well, y'all, this guy's looking at me like, what am I doing? I resisted the fried chicken and catfish. It was hard, y'all, I'm telling you, because I really like fried chicken and I really like catfish, and I really like it on little places like that. A little tiny cafe called a Boathouse. And I read the reviews and they say it's really good food. But I'm trying not to eat fried food. I've lost some weight. I feel better. I'm eating healthier. It's okay to have some chicken and catfish once in a while, I know. And I should do it when I'm out on the road because, you know, to try different things, different places. But I resisted. Instead, yep, a big old salad. And my wife would laugh. There is veggies in here. There's veggies underneath. I mean, there's cheese and ham and bacon and tomatoes, but there's veggies under there. There's tomatoes, there's lettuce. That's enough veggies for me. Don't be putting carrots and broccoli in my salad. I'm just kidding, but seriously, that's enough veggies for me. But that'll be a good salad. That's my supper. I'm just trying to do better, take care of this body. Anyway, I'm not going to make you watch me eat this. I'm going to eat this, and then we'll talk a little bit more before we end this video. What are you guys still doing here? Go home. Go do something. Don't you got anything better than to watch me all the time? It's the day's over. Go home. Go do something. We'll see you on the next video. I'm reading a book. Good night. Oh. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and joining me on this video. A day in the life of a truck driver. My salad was good. It was really good. It wasn't catfish or fried chicken, but it was good. And I'm just going to read for a while now and then get a good night's sleep. And I'm about 2 hours from my delivery in Arkansas, so I'll get there tomorrow morning on time. And then I think I might be reloading for Arizona. I'm not sure, but anyway, yeah. So thanks for joining me on this day. It was a long one, but it was a good one. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next video.